Hello, and glad to have you here. Today, we've been talking, well, what I'll go into what we've been talking about in a second, but today we want to talk about mindset and awareness, and we want to talk about those in how we could see if that's working for you or not. The changes that you might have made, the things that you thought about after we've talked about mindset and as far as self-awareness and why it's important for those things to be able to have a business and to be able to grow that business. Because if you don't have a mindset that is positive, if you don't have a mindset that draws people to you or attracts people to you because of your positivity, because of the uh, I'm thinking of radiate, but how people will be just drawn to your aura, your personality, your the way that you speak, the things that you do. And that's something that's really important for me, is how I found out, because, I wanted to be able to attract people to me, those people that I wanted to serve. And in order to do that, I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to do that by being able to talk to people, being able to make connections, be able to build relationships. And you do that, all of that is a part of what your business is, because all of us that are out here building our businesses in the trenches, learning as we go and continuing to grow and take action as we learn, then that just helps, that much better, that much more. It helps us to be able to be open and, listen to what someone is actually saying, as well as more so, we've been talking about ourselves too, and what our mindset is, and what it is that, we might be saying to ourselves, which is just some background on some of the things that we've been going over. So I've got my notes here and I just set my phone down, but mainly I just want to know, did you get anything out of the things that we've been talking about all week, which I just mentioned? And before I go any further, as you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what takeaways do you have so far. And I want to give you another tool for your toolbox to help you in evaluating how, to figure that out. To know, how would you know if it's going to work or not? Let me grab some water here. Throat is dry today. All right, that helps. So now, and then before, while you're hopping on, let me introduce myself. Sorry, I'm a little bit, it's like I've been running, and now I got to calm down, slow it down, and take my time to talk to you. So I wanted to introduce myself to those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, lead generation, video marketing, as well as updated, modern, and trending strategies and tips. Now, so that is basically what I do. And if you have a question about something that I'm talking about, if you want more information or anything like that on a topic that we're talking about, you can always drop me a message in Messenger and I can get back with you from that. And or you can also do that here. You can contact me through Messenger, or you can put a comment in the chat box that we have. So, as I was saying earlier, the things that I've been talking about are things that will help you to build your business and build long term. Because we don't just want to get people for a fast buck. We don't want to just get people for, a short time to join us. Those people that we, choose to serve, those people that find that we have solutions that we can point them to. We want to be able to have longevity with them. Now that may not be their plan, but if it's somebody that you really like and you really jive together, you feel like that person is a part of your tribe and they feel the same way, you guys are in alignment, then, that's what's so important, and that is how we build our business and build it long term. So, we don't want something that's just a fly by night, someone who thinks that, this is easy, because our profession as entrepreneurs is not easy. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of, growth and being open and those types of things. So today I wanted to talk to you primarily about a way of evaluating. And I did mention this, I think, the other day, but I didn't. Who actually gets the credit for this evaluation tool? And that is Blair and Melissa Dunkley, and they taught it to our leaders and team members in the mentorship company that I'm in. And so I got the privilege of being able to get that information and, put it in my toolbox. And that is what I use to evaluate myself on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and even longer, to see what's working, what's not working, and what might I do differently. So that's basically it, what I just said. So it's what is working, what's not working, and what might you do differently. And I really like that, because when they built this way of evaluation, it took the negativity out, where we have a tendency, which we talked about earlier in the week also, that we tend to beat up on ourselves more than anyone else. We'll reach out and help other people and lift them up, but we don't lift ourselves up. And so to be more aware of that, that's why we talked about self-awareness as well, because we need to be more aware of what our thoughts are saying. And sometimes they're going so fast we don't realize it unless we become more self-aware. And so as you're doing that, you want to be able to evaluate and see, how did, say you're doing lives. Of course, most people are going live, I hope, because it's the way to go, to let people be able to see you, talk to you, be able to hear your voice, and see if they like what they're listening to, see if they like the voice, see if the person seems genuine or not. And you can tell that I'm not a bot. Because I don't think bots use their hands as much as I do when I'm talking. But anyway, so this evaluation process is something that I've learned and I really do like it. So it's three things that you can do initially when you're uh, saying what went well. And then the next one, which you could go real negative on if it wasn't like a cap on how many you could use or how many things you need to pick out, there's only two. So it's a 3-2-1 process. And that one thing is, what might I do differently? And I really like that, because it helps me to stay out of the negativity. And it also helps me to stop, patting myself on the back if I'm like going, way out doing that. And that's, because I want to be able to know what's working, but I don't want to just have all of that and then maybe put 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, 10 things that I did well, and, maybe nothing that I didn't do well, so they kind of gave us some numbers, and I like to stick to those numbers, and that's what I do. So 3-2-1. So three, what went well. Two, of what didn't go well, and one, of what might you do differently. So that's basically it. And as you're doing that evaluation process, it's really a good idea to be able, you can write it down, you can, put it in your, wherever you store your information, your content, because you might want to use this when you're self-evaluating, as well as, you know, and it doesn't just have to be over mindset. It can be over anything that you want to evaluate. But we're talking about mindset and self-awareness, and that's what we've been talking about all week, and how important that is to our business. Because if we don't have it up here straight, then we can't really help anybody else if we are, and I'm not saying you need to know everything, not at all. I'm just saying, but if you are having negative thoughts and, I don't like her, I don't like I don't like me. I don't like the way my hair looks today. Oh, I don't want to go live. I'm not going to go live because my hair is a mess. I'm having a bad hair day, or, something like that. That's what I'm talking about. So as you go through this and evaluate yourself, what went well about that day, about the day, that after we got out of, after you got out of the live and off the live rather, how did that go? What did you get from it? And what did you do to maybe start to make a change? And then, evaluating that. So, three things that went well, two things that didn't go well, and what might you do differently? So, basically, let me see if I can. Let me look. Okay, I'll give you a quick example. So, like affirmations for me is really important in prayer in the morning. So, if say I didn't get to pray, say I didn't get to do my affirmations, and so when I mark this day down with checking everything off, those are two things that I can't check off because I didn't do them. So my day might be kind of messed up, So as I'm evaluating the day, I'm going through and I'm looking what went wrong, and just check off this and that, and then I can see you didn't do your prayer this morning. You didn't do your affirmations, and so maybe that's why you were a little bit more irritable today than you normally are. But it's not something to beat yourself up about, So then I might say, okay, so if I had done my affirmations, that's one thing, that didn't go well, and if I did not do my prayer. So those are two things that didn't go well because I didn't do them. The things that went well were, let's see, let's say that I was able to um, talk to some people on the phone or talk to some people online and get some information to help give them information to help them. That's one of the things you could say you did well. And then another thing that I did well was I didn't hit the snooze. I got right up and went and started working, which after I did my, we got to do our personal stuff, do our self-care stuff, but I was able to get up and do that. So those are three things that went well. And then sorry, I had that a little backwards, but anyway, so I did those three things, and then I did the two things that I already said. I didn't pray and I didn't do my affirmations. And then what might I do differently? Because the day did not go as well as I'd liked, and I felt frustrated and whatever. So the one thing I might do differently is to be more aware of what I'm doing in the morning as self-care so that I can continue to do the things that I know that give me a good start to my day. So basically, that's it. So I'm gonna go on and let you guys think about that, and you can catch this on the replay. If you weren't able to watch it live, you can get because some people are here with me live, and some people may be here live and not able to answer because they're busy. So, and a lot of us have things going on, so it's okay to come back, and I will always look back and see what and who had questions and answer them and go from there. And like I said earlier, you can always message me in Messenger if you have questions or you want to go deeper or you just didn't get a point that I was trying to make. So basically, that is it. And this is my last day going live for the week. I'll see you again next week when I start again, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are the days that I go live at noon. And have a good rest of your day. And we'll be talking again soon. Bye now.